Are you all right, Miss Duke?
I itch.
Well, that's a good sign. It means you're healing. It'll go away soon.
Well, how would you know, Bernard? You ever had a facelift?
Good heavens, no.
Well, maybe you should consider it. You're overdue. Oh, home at last.
Why? An 80-year-old woman would want a facelift is beyond me. For what? So she can look 70? Now there's an improvement. Women.
Have you heard from the Pecks?
They're coming.
Ah, and the Douglases?
Everyone. As they say in Hollywood, ma'am, you're going to knock them dead. Is everything to your satisfaction?
Yes, it is perfect. My Bernard, don't you look handsome?
I tried my best, ma'am.
And succeeded very nicely. Good evening. My, don't they look young? Bet there's not a one over 50.
Miss Duke. Miss Duke. Miss Duke.
Bernard.
Dr. McDonald, NICU staff. Dr. McDonald, NICU staff.
You've had a slight stroke, Miss Duke. A mild one, thank God.
According to the doctors, you'll be out of here in no time.
Where are they?
Who?
Guests. Mother said,
What did your mother say?
Papa.
You were about to tell me something your mother had said.
Am I going to be all right?
Miss Duke, frankly, with $1.5 billion in your purse, you could buy your immortality.
Thank you.
Please.
Don't please me, Bernard. Miss Duke is walking.
Do I have to sign for her?
What am I, a bloody UPS package?
Welcome home, madam.
Thank you.
Welcome home, Miss Duke.
Thank you.
Miss Duke?
Get away. Please.
Here. Miss Payette, please help Miss Duke up to her room. I'll be right up.
Yes, sir. Here, Miss Duke. Take my arm.
Who the hell are you?
Tammy Payette, your nurse, ma'am.
Bernard?
I'll be right up, Miss Duke.
I want no more hospital beds. I'm sick of being horizontal.
Oh, now, Miss Duke, some of your best times have been horizontal.
Never dressed like this.
Never dressed at all, I think. Oh, dear.
It's a rat's nest.
I should be checking her signs.
Do you want your signs checked?
Only the one on the door that says, "Do not enter." I'm sick of nurses, Bernard.
Let's wait a little while until she's calmed down. And in a better color. Let me see. Yes. Which do you prefer? Blue or pink?
So it's come to this, has it? You and me.
You've done worse.
So have you, Bernard. We both have.
I think it's time you rest. Let's lie back. Miss Payette will be here with you, and I'll be downstairs if you need me. Now, you behave yourself.
Miss Duke and I will do just fine together.
We'll do what together?
I'll be right downstairs.
Now, would you like me to massage your feet?
No.
A sponge bath?
God's sake, no.
Well, then, what would Miss Duke like?
Oh, Miss Duke would like to be left alone.
Ma'am.
Alone?
Well, I'll just be waiting in the hallway, just outside your door if you want me.
Well, Daddy, here we are. It's been a hell of a journey, hasn't it?
Yes, you're a girl. Yes, aren't you? You're really pretty, yeah. Look at her. She's a girl. Isn't she pretty? What, you want her?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right. You watch it. Careful with her head. Okay? Yes. Yes, sir. That daddy's little girl. Go take a look at her. She's beautiful. What am I? I'm the happiest man on the face of the earth. I'm a father. Little Doris Duke has arrived straight from God's heaven. And she is perfect.
10 fingers, 10 toes, and $100 million.
How's the mother doing, Mr. Gentlemen, this is my daughter's birthday. That's the big news. D-O-R-I-S, Doris Duke.
Take it to the nursery.
Still sticks in your craw, doesn't it, Mother?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My little half-sister. She's the most expensive mistake you ever made.
We both know what Doris means to your future.
I certainly hold no hard feelings against Doris. If there's anyone I resent, it's you. So much for the male heir.
He offered to adopt you. You turned him down.
I was born in Inman. That's good enough.
Not good enough for $100 million.
Put me down this afternoon.
Golden rain. Look at that. Look at that.
Buck, we're going to be late.
Oh, Mommy, it's beautiful. Oh, look. Daddy told me he was going to give this to you.
Don't muss, Mama.
Mommy never likes to be mussed.
Yeah, well, not my little princess, though, huh? You know, you know how much I love you. Well, this much.
I love you too, Daddy. I hope I marry someone just like you.
Oh, no, I'm just too fat.
I don't care.
Say, I hear you fired another tutor?
He wasn't teaching me anything new.
No?
I like having a lot of tutors, because I learned something new from each one. But, Daddy,
Huh?
why can't I go to real school?
Germs and kidnappers. With one tutor, I know you're safe.
But I'd like to meet other children. I'd like to have friends.
Oh, sweetheart. Doris, you're going to have to be very careful.
About what?
Well, about who you marry, who you choose as friends. See, some people can put on a good act. They can pretend to be things they're not.
Why?
Well, because someday you're going to be very, very rich. Yeah. And people, some people, not everyone, they'll want to be with you, and they'll pretend to love you.
But they won't?
No. They'll love you for what you have, what you can give them. And sometimes you'll want to believe them and trust them. But don't. Save yourself a lot of unhappiness.
Does Mommy love us?
Sound the trumpets! The princess appears! Boom, 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 bop, boom, bop.
Take that coat off at once.
Oh, Natalie.
And tell Mademoiselle to get you a proper winter coat.
Well, go ahead and do what she says. Just remember, you're still Daddy's little princess. Hmm? I love you.
Love you too, Daddy.
I know. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. It's not a big thing.
Come on!
Daddy, what's wrong? What's wrong, Daddy?
Walker, hold up to Shepard now.
You gotta help him! Daddy! Daddy!
I put my money in trust.
For whom?
Duke University.
I see.
And for Doris.
Of course, for Doris. And Walker and myself?
You will be provided for. Your son is a drunkard and a wastrel. Why should he be in my estate?
Because he's my son.
If you try to force him on me, I'll throw you both out. I can, you know. He'd be out that door anytime I want.
You son of a bitch. What are you doing here?
Daddy!
Oh, Doris. Oh, my sweetheart. Oh, Daddy loves you. Don't ever forget that.
I won't.
Careful. Promise me you'll be oh so careful.
Of what?
All of him.
Daddy, don't leave me. Please don't leave me, Daddy.
I have decided Mr. Duke needs fresh air. Open all the windows and turn off the heat.
I beg your pardon.
In the South, we believe a sick man needs fresh air. Bring me my new fur.
Yes, ma'am.
Your father's dead. Close all the windows and turn up the heat.
Careful. Promise me you'll be oh so careful. Daddy loves you.
I'll get it. Miss Duke's residence. Oh, yes, Mr. Douglas. Well, yes, sir. One moment, sir. I'll tell her you're calling. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Douglas, but Miss Duke is unable to come to the phone at this moment. No, she's just fine, sir, and is grateful for your concern. I will, sir. Oh, and Mr. Douglas, I've always loved your films, sir. Goodbye, sir. There are going to be some changes around here. From now on, whenever the phone rings, I'll answer it. Is that clear? Yes. And from now on, all decisions will be made by me, and all actions on your part will be cleared through me. Any questions?
I guess not.
Good.
I used to have a routine, and I intend to resume it. I always check the estate manager's reports. Every dollar spent, every penny. Oh, September. Well, this is wrong.
No, it isn't, Miss Duke.
Oh, give me my calendar. Where have all the months gone?
Well, Miss Duke, in the past year, you've had at least 3 strokes. You only got back a week ago from the last one. You're on about 15 different medications. Even without the strokes, I wouldn't remember a thing.
But I have to remember. What kind of decisions have I made?
Well, don't worry. If you've got anything to regret, someone will remind you.
Give me the phone.
Miss Duke, there is no phone.
Well, of course there's a phone. Where is it?
I'm sorry, Miss...
I took it out.
Why?
Because the ringing would disturb you. Shouldn't you be resting?
No, I shouldn't. I should be enjoying my garden. I should be having lunch with my friends. But since I'm stuck here, I want my phone back.
Whatever you say.
Oh, Bernard, what's happening to me?
You expect too much of yourself.
I'm tired of taking pills.
You want to get better, don't you? That's my girl. I'll do that, Mara. Miss Duke bred all these, you know. She was a genius with orchids.
Is. I believe she's still with us.
Oh, it's just a matter of time. She loses strength every day.
Does she know how sick she is?
No. And I prefer to keep it that way. I'd like her to go easily.
Good morning, Myra.
Dr. Caulfield, I wasn't aware we had an appointment, sir.
Miss Duke asked me to call him.
Bernard? Excuse me.
Why wasn't I informed?
Why should you be?
We'll talk about this later.
How's my favorite patient today?
Waiting for Godot, Paul. Waiting for Godot.
Miss Duke is not feeling quite herself today.
That will be all, Bernard.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you just get rid of him?
I've thought about it several times. But we're strange bedfellows. I want to kill him sometimes. But then he can be very attentive.
So what's this really all about?
I woke up this morning and didn't know where I was. I couldn't remember who I was. It's not the first time. I'm frightened, Paul. I'm scared I'll die. Or get lost somewhere and not find my way back.
How is she, Doctor?
It's my opinion, Bernard, that Miss Duke is being over-medicated.
Did she tell you that?
Her diminished motor skills...
She's had at least 3 strokes.
Where do the medications come from, Bernard?
As you know, she has several doctors.
I'm going to run some tests. Is that a problem with you?
Why should it be?
Exactly.
Paul Caulfield is a reputable doctor, Bernard.
Reputable, no doubt, no doubt. But 2 weeks ago, just before she was discharged from the hospital, Miss Duke talked to him about investing in one of his business deals. I'd say that was a conflict of interest. Wouldn't you? I am, of course, deeply concerned that Miss Duke not be taken advantage of.
Of course.
Consequently, I have dismissed the reputable doctor.
You?
Yes, me. I have medical power of attorney, and I'm going to be appointed executor of her will.
Has she indicated that to you?
It will happen. And as such, I'll have control of the Duke Foundation. I'll have the authority to appoint or discharge the trustees of that foundation. I want the papers drawn up now, which Miss Duke will, of course, sign.
I would have to speak directly with Miss Duke.
At my request, you could become a trustee of the Duke Foundation.
I beg your pardon?
Apart from a retainer in such a matter, each trustee is entitled to a stipend of roughly $500,000 a year. $500,000. I'm sure the foundation could benefit from your participation as well.
I still have to speak to Miss Duke.
Of course.
What?
I dismissed him. I don't believe Dr. Caulfield was acting in your best interest, ma'am.
Who are you to make that decision?
Before you went to the hospital, you gave me medical power of attorney.
I remember no such thing.
That's exactly why I have power of attorney. If I don't take care of you, who will? Who else is there, Miss Duke?
Just listen to me, please.
I shall decide what's best for you. For both of us, where we shall live, which houses we should sell.
Mrs. Duke, Doris is prepared to go to court.
What?
Oh, I like this.
Your daughter is prepared to take legal action against you.
She's 10 years old. I'm her mother.
Excuse me. I have a luncheon date. You keep up the good work, kiddo. Your daddy'd be proud. Mother?
Now, Doris, you know I love you.
No, I don't know that at all. Daddy loved Duke Farms, and I'm not selling it. I will give you the right to live anywhere you wish, but I will not allow you to sell anything.
I beg your pardon, young lady.
I'm quite aware, Mother, that I was an accident. I know how much you wanted Walker to inherit Daddy's estate. I don't blame you for that. But I will no longer be your accident. I'm here to stay, and you can either accept that, or I'll see you in court. What is that?
Mail, ma'am.
Whose mail?
Yours, ma'am.
All for me?
All for you. But it is not the kind of mail you would be interested in reading.
I want to see them all.
Your father forbid me to...
Perhaps we shouldn't censor Doris's mail. Perhaps we should let her see the kind of people that are interested in her. Please take them into the drawing room.
All these people want to write to me?
What does it say, Doris?
He says that he'll kill me unless I give him $1,000.
Doris?
They say that they'll rip off all my family clothes.
Perhaps I should take them away?
No. Let her see what the real world thinks of her. Her father isn't here to protect her anymore. Leave her alone. Let her read.
This is the Duke Mansion. The owner, James Buchanan Duke, founded the American Tobacco Company. Duke died 2 years ago, and now his daughter lives here with her mother. Doris is the richest little girl in the world.
It's 1936 with the Depression behind us. The streets of New York are awash with revelers as they celebrate the new year. It's only moments now before the traditional dropping of the ball in Times Square. While the party continues outside, Doris Duke smiles for the cameras as the creme de la creme of Manhattan society rings in the new year. Judging by the appreciative glances of the young men beside her, it won't be long before Doris feels the sting of Cupid's arrow. Good luck, boys.
Excuse me.
Miss Duke, from my own personal rose garden over there at table number 12.
Thank you.
I'm James Cromwell, Miss Duke.
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
Oh, really? And just which part of me do you know?
I'm sorry?
Well, let's see. There's the devilishly handsome James, the athletic James, the embarrassingly rich James.
Oh, you're rich, are you, James?
Well, my father is, but he's very old. Now, which James would you like?
Which James would you like to show me?
May I have this dance?
I'd be delighted.
Don't be nervous. Fred Astaire's got nothing on me. You're really quite beautiful.
Why do men always think they have to say that?
I thought women like to hear it.
Some women, I suppose. My mother likes hearing it, but that's only because she has nothing else to offer. I'm a far cry from my mother.
You're a far cry from most women I've ever met.
Friends of mine tell me you're interested in politics.
Oh, so you've been talking about me.
Everybody talks about you, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah?
They say you're quite ambitious. Are you?
I want to be more than just another trust fund baby. Most of them end up fat and drunk. I want to accomplish something in my own right. And I think I know how to do it.
Politics?
Testing the waters. There's a chance I could run for Congress, and then perhaps one day...
Let me guess.
But that's far into the future. Right now, I'm freezing to death, which could destroy all my future plans.
Oh, you have other plans?
At the moment.
I understand you're seeing quite a lot of James Cromwell.
We're becoming friends, yes?
Are you attracted to him?
What's this all about?
Your future.
My future is quite secure, thank you very much. So is yours, Mother.
You, my dear, should never see a man more than once.
What?
You must face the fact your world is filled with gold-digging fortune hunters, and you'll save yourself a great deal of heartache by simply keeping your distance.
I can assure you, Mother, Mr. Cromwell is not interested in my money. He has quite enough of his own.
Your father raised you on fairy tales. But, my darling, even little princesses have to grow up. Face reality.
And the reality is?
No man will ever look at you and see anything but your father's money. The richest little girl in the world.
I've always known you resented me, Mother. But up until now, I never realized you found me unlovable as well.
Get ready. Photographer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mrs. Cromwell, I believe.
The one and only.
Yes?
It's the purser, sir.
Don't go away.
Yes, what is it?
Perhaps privately, sir.
What is it?
Sir, the check for your passage has been refused by the bank.
What did he say, Jimmy?
It's nothing, darling. I'll take care of it in the morning.
The bank informed us, sir, your account was closed.
What is he talking about, dear?
It's just a little trouble at the bank, darling.
The captain wishes...
I said we'll take care of it in the morning. My wife will write a check to cover all expenses, won't you, darling?
But, sir...
Miss Duke will handle everything.
Very well, sir. Sorry to bother you.
Miss Duke.
Oh, darling.
Jimmy, what is going on?
We lost everything in the crash, darling.
Everything?
Well, we managed to hold on to the houses, but they're mortgaged to the hilt.
So, you married me to bail out your family?
Darling, this is our wedding night. We'll talk about this in the morning.
What are you doing?
Getting down to business.
Business hours are over, Jimmy.
But darling!
Go to hell.
Smile, darling.
I'll leave that up to you, darling. You're a better actor than I am.
Not now, Doris.
Fine, I'll save it for later. Smile, darling.
America's royal couple arriving in London on their round-the-world honeymoon are all smiles as they check in at London's Swank Savoy Hotel.
Received a copy of a bill this morning from my attorneys, Jimmy. All having to do with a rather lavish party you're planning to announce your run for Congress.
Yes.
I wasn't aware I was paying for that.
Well, darling, we are husband and wife. I thought surely you'd be...
We're hardly husband and wife, Jimmy. Well, okay, we had a ceremony, but that's all we had. Oh, by the way, your bedroom is right through there. Now be a good boy and tip them, won't you, darling? Would you excuse me a moment?
Your husband and my ex-wife seem to be hitting it off.
My husband hits it off frequently. He usually prefers actresses.
Well, I imagine he'll get a terrific performance from her. Alec Cunningham Reed.
Doris Duke. I've heard of you.
Well, I've heard of you.
Member of Parliament and a fortune hunter.
Guilty. But I only got 100,000 in my last divorce.
No, so not a very effective fortune hunter.
No. But at least I'm honest about it.
That's refreshing.
So how much will he get?
What makes you think it's over?
Miss Duke.
Mrs. Cromwell.
Mrs. Cromwell. Being English, I'm rather expert at maintaining a pleasant facade in public. I'm also expert at seeing it in others. You two do not appear to be the happy couple.
He calls me his Frigidaris.
Are you?
I sincerely hope not. We're leaving tomorrow.
I'll miss you.
Will you?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Well, I am a married woman, Alec, and you do have a certain reputation.
Your marriage is a sham. And as far as my reputation goes, it's greatly exaggerated. You're too good for him, Doris. Don't sell yourself short. Any man will be lucky to have you in his life. I'd like to have you in mine. Stay in London, Doris. Stay with me.
I want to. But I can't.
Why?
Because it would be the wrong thing to do.
For who? Me or you?
For both of us. As much as I'd love to fall in love with you right now, it's just not the right time. But thank you for wanting me.
When we get back to New York, I've arranged several speaking engagements to launch my campaign. First, we go to the Waldorf.
I won't be with you.
What?
You stay in New York, make your speeches, launch your campaign, but I won't be at your side, and you certainly won't have my money to pay for it.
Doris, look.
It's over, Jimmy. Oh, by the way, we'll have separate staterooms on the way back. Oh, but don't worry. Yours is already paid for.
Will somebody get that? Have I to do everything around here?
We thought you were the only one to answer the phone, Mr. Lafferty.
Who is it?
It's the New York Post. They want to talk to Miss Duke. What do I tell them?
I'll talk to them. And close the door on your way out. This is Mr. Lafferty, Miss Duke's assistant. May I help you? That's an absurd rumor, I assure you. At this very moment, Miss Duke is enjoying an afternoon tea in her garden with her friends. No, I'm sorry, she cannot be disturbed. Miss Duke is in perfect health, I assure you. I don't care what you've heard, sir. Well, then print whatever you wish. You will anyway. Good day.
What did you buy me, Bernard?
Miss Duke?
My, what a guilty look.
Well, I'm just surprised. How did you... What are you doing down here?
This is my house, Bernard.
Of course. It's good to see you up and about.
Well, I don't know how up and about I am. Tell me, what did you buy me? Or should I say, what did I buy you? Let me see.
Well, I always like to be on time, ma'am.
Oh, very nice. Not my taste, but certainly yours.
Yes, ma'am. I'll see to your lunch.
How long have you been with me?
6.5 years now.
You used to sit outside my door, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Sit and sit. Hours sometimes. Until I'd finished my dinner. I would ring and you would come and take it away. Then after a while, I didn't have to ring. You always knew when I was finished. You always knew everything I'd want or need.
That's why you paid me.
I've paid a lot of butlers.
I'll see to your lunch. And then I'll help you upstairs. You don't want to tire yourself. And when your strength is back, we'll go to the house in Hawaii. You do so love it there.
Yes, I'd like that.
You stung?
Oh, swam right into them.
It's that time of the season. It's not going to help. You notice how there's no one else in the water?
Now I do.
That's usually a sign. Jellyfish or sharks.
I'll take the jellyfish, thank you.
Yeah.
Please. What is that?
Native remedy. Feeling better?
Much, thank you. You know, I think I got stung on the other leg, too.
Think?
Well, better safe than sorry.
We wouldn't want you to be sorry, would we?
Or too safe, for that matter.
That about do it?
Almost. I guess I should introduce myself after all this. Doris, Duke.
Duke Kahanamoku.
Oh, my God. You're my hero. The Olympics, you should have won 4 gold medals.
Well, I'll settle for just being your hero. So why did you come to Hawaii?
Oh, the beauty, sense of peace, living close to nature.
And yet you build walls to keep it out.
No, I build walls for security.
Ah, I see. Do you feel safe with me alone here?
Yes, of course I do.
Well, you feel safe because you think you're safe. Our thoughts become our reality. We create the happiness of our own heaven or the misery of our own hell.
No, you don't understand. There are people who want to take advantage. Sometimes events occur over which we have no control.
Well, you had to have been taught that. What if your teacher was wrong?
No. My father was never wrong.
Well, it's your life. You want to build walls, go ahead. But maybe it's not such a good idea to build a wall around your heart.
concerns growing that the war in Europe will expand, President Roosevelt today announced plans for a summit meeting between the two heads
She's
of state.
what? But it's not his baby.
You have to understand, Miss Duke, it doesn't matter. In the eyes of the law, he's still your husband. And in the eyes of the law, custody will still be his.
Then I'll divorce him.
That's certainly an option, but I have to tell you, Mr. Cromwell can claim that the child is his, and as such, he will participate in the child's inheritance. But if you claim that the child is not his, Mr. Cromwell will sue you for defamation of character and ruination of his political career.
He has no career.
Your husband will, however, agree to a divorce settlement of $7 million.
I'll give him $1 million. That's it. Take care of it. Well, I've got one hope. The baby looks like you. You won't dare lay claim to it then.
Doris, I've seen the world. I saw many places when I swam in the Olympics. I chose to come back here. In Hawaii, no one cares about the color of the skin. No one cares about what a man and a woman do together. But that is not true in the big world. In the big world, you're famous. In that world, if you were to have my baby, it would be dangerous.
I don't care.
2 weeks ago, a man named Jesse Thornton was lynched by a mob in Crenshaw, Kentucky. 2 days before that, a man named Elbert Williams was lynched in Brownsville, Tennessee. They were both black men. They looked like me. All they did, maybe, was admire a white woman. And now the kind of people who killed them are gonna know that I've had sex with the richest white woman in the world.
I really do love you, you know. You're the only man who's never wanted something from me.
I have everything I want.
Please forgive me.
For what?
love me. What are we gonna do? Oh.
Oh, God.
She's only 3 pounds.
I've already named her. Arden.
Arden's a beautiful name.
It means a mythical place of refuge.
Excuse me. I'm very sorry. I'm so very sorry.
Hello, Joseph. Where is she? Hello, Mother. How are you?
All right. I'm always all right.
Why is it so cold in here?
We're rationing. There's a war going on, or hadn't you noticed?
That doesn't mean you have to freeze to death. God, I haven't seen that coat since the day Daddy died.
What is it you want, Doris?
I heard about Walker's death. I wanted to say how sorry I am.
No need.
No need? Well, how could you say that? He was your son.
He was a drunk. He died a drunk. I expected it.
Oh, I don't believe what I'm hearing.
No one asked you to listen.
Mother, I came here today because I thought we could help each other.
Help each other?
Yes. I lost my daughter. And not a day goes by that I don't grieve for her and miss her. And when I heard about Walker, I thought that maybe just this once you and I could...
I certainly don't need your pity, Doris.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying.
Do you have any idea what it's like to be a tenant in your own home?
Tenant? You have all the rights and privileges.
Granted to me. Is that what you were going to say? Well, if I don't look you in the eye, it's because I know what I see.
Oh, and what do you see?
A daughter who's always felt the wrong parent has died.
Daddy was the only one who ever loved me. You never did. Never could.
When you look at me, Doris, what do you see? Someone who's cold, indifferent, unloving? I'll tell you what you see yourself.
No.
You think you're your father's daughter, but you're not. You're mine. Whatever I am, you're becoming.
No, no, that's not true.
Look in the mirror, darling. You'll see me looking back at you.
I'm I'm not going to end up like her, Clark. Now, I don't care how I get there. It doesn't have to be on the Queen Mary. I'll take a tramp steamer if I have to, but I'm going to get to Europe.
There's no transportation available of any kind. There's no boats, no planes, nothing.
Well, then we'll have the yacht brought over from Hawaii through the Panama Canal. It's over 60 feet long. It can easily make an Atlantic crossing.
They've repositioned your yacht. Everything is going into the war effort. Now, if you want to help, why don't you work with the USO? Sell war bonds.
No, it's not enough. Oh, Clark, look at me. Look at me. Now, what do you see?
Doris, I am your lawyer. It's not my job.
Oh, forget about your damn job. Clark, I have been given more than any human being deserves. I was born to it. But if I can't do something with that life, if I can make a difference somehow, then what am I? What the hell is my life worth? Now, they need volunteers in London, Clark. It's something I can do. It's something I have to do. Now, you just get me there. Please.
Each of you deserves to be commended. Right now, London is little more than a hospital that desperately needs your help. Although you're not nurses nor members of the armed forces, you each offer a valuable and needed service. Some of these boys have lost an arm or legs. Some are blind. Some are dying. You'll be the link between them and home. Some of you volunteered out of a sense of duty, others out of compassion, some for reasons known only to yourselves. All I can tell you is no matter what you imagine this would be like, you're in for a shock.
Everyone in London seems to carry the scars of this war. Some scars are more visible than others. Some are deep in the soul. I've seen those scars in the eyes of the American boys brought back from the front lines. They're scars no surgery can heal, no bandage could cover.
I keep thinking about Dad. Remember when the garage burnt down? Well, you were right. It was me. Sorry. He always knew anyway.
Fathers are like that.
Yeah. Tell them thanks. Tell them they did a good job. Tell them I love them.
Anything else? Jason?
Duke, I read your article in the Tribune. It was wonderful.
A boy died today. Death had surrounded him for months. It had followed him, tracked him, waited patiently for him like an obsessed hunter. But this is Jason's story, and I'll give death no part of it. This is about life. Jason's life. His last words were to tell his parents they did a good job.
Then where is it?
Where is what, Miss Duke?
Bernard? Bernard!
What's the problem?
The picture. Jason and Ernie and all the boys.
She thinks I've done something with it.
And have you?
No, of course not.
Where is it? It's always been there by my bed. Always.
Calm down, Doris.
Miss Duke, thank you.
Miss Payette, have you seen the picture?
No, I haven't.
There you are, Miss Duke. Miss Payette knows nothing of the disappearance. You can fluff those pillows later.
She stole it.
Why would anyone want to steal an old picture of a bunch of soldiers?
She's trying to hurt me. You're all trying to hurt me.
Oh, that's it, of course. We moved a hospital bed in here to hurt you. We've waited on you hand and foot to hurt you. We put up with your ramblings, your insults, your paranoia. We put up with all of it just to hurt you.
Then where is it?
Well, many things had to be moved when you returned from the hospital. Room had to be made for the bed and equipment and medications. I'm sure it's someplace, and I'll find it.
You will?
Of course. Now, it's time for you to take your vitamins.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to. That's my girl. Make sure she takes her vitamins every 4 hours.
Yes, sir.
And if I catch you taking anything else from her room, I'll have you dismissed and brought up on charges. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
And get her dressed. Gentlemen,
how are you?
Please come in. Very well, thank you.
It's you, Bernard?
Yes. Please come in. Make yourselves at home.
Very much.
Help yourselves to coffee if you like. Please sit down. Miss Duke will be with you shortly. We have company.
Oh?
And you're going to be a very good girl.
Who's here?
We're going to sign something, Doris.
We are? What?
Your new will, remember?
No.
Of course you do. We settled it all last night. All you have to do is sign your name and everything's going to be fine again.
Just sign my name.
Right where the gentlemen tell you. And remember, we talked about this last night.
If you say so.
I say so. Now, let's go. Here we are, gentlemen.
Good morning, Miss Duke. It's a pleasure to see you.
We want you to know, Miss Duke, how pleased we are that you placed your trust in us. All of this will be notarized by Mr. Kaplan here. And this refers to Mr. Lafferty being named as executor of your estate.
Please sign here, Miss Duke.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Just here. Just here. Yes. And here.
Who are these people?
Surely you remember.
I'm not saying I don't remember. I'm asking, who are they?
These are the names of the trustees of your foundation.
Yes, of course. I want to be fed to the sharks.
What?
It's the natural order of things. Don't bury me in the ground where I'll be of no use. For God's sake, no cremation. Bury me at sea. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't sign anymore. I'm tired.
Good. Finished. Thank you, gentlemen. That would be all. Please show Mr. Kaplan to the door.
Miss Duke, good day.
Peter! Take her back to her room.
Back we go, Miss Duke. Easy, darling.
Miss Duke. Miss Duke, can you hear me? We just have a minute before Tammy gets back. Please, listen to me. I don't think you should take any more of these pills. They're not helping you, Miss Duke. They're hurting you.
What?
I could get into a lot of trouble for telling you this. Do you understand? Let them give you any more pills. Everything will be all right.
Thank you. Up here! Please help! Help! Oh! Somebody help! Oh, get me out of here. Give me an ambulance. I want
She wants to go to the hospital. We should call our doctor first.
I want to go to the hospital.
If Miss Duke wishes to go to the hospital, then we take her to the hospital. But let's get her to bed first.
I can handle her, sir.
Obviously not.
Don't touch me.
Wait outside and close the door.
You said you would take me to the hospital.
There's no need to go to the hospital. There's nothing they can do for you.
I don't believe you.
Does it matter?
I'm not going to die.
I don't know what you're talking about, Doris.
Don't call me Doris. I signed it, didn't I?
Oh, yes. You made me executor and controller of your estate. Thank you, Miss Duke.
Why would I have to do that?
For a very practical reason. There's no one else left in your life.
Just you.
There will be no more disturbances. Is that clear?
I can't control that, Mr. Lafferty. I'm not God. You are.
Please come in, Doctor. Follow me, please.
It's the doctor.
Lawyer, too?
Just the doctor.
Where are you going?
I've been told to take the rest of the day off.
Why's that?
I'm sure I don't know, but I'll tell you this. First case I've seen medical decisions made by a butler.
She's been in a great deal of pain since her fall, Doctor.
Are you in any pain, Miss Duke?
Yeah.
There should be no more discomfort now.
Peter, you're to pick up an overnight case for Miss Duke at Louis Vuitton and Rodeo Drive.
Messenger boy, Mr. Lafferty?
You'll be whatever I tell you to be. Unless, of course, you wish to be terminated.
Why would Miss Duke need an overnight bag? Is she going to the hospital?
It's not for traveling, Peter. It's for her ashes.
What are you doing?
Dear God, I thought you were Bernard.
Myra, what are you doing?
He's been shredding paper.
Yeah, I know. Why?
They're legal documents. I'm trying to save what I can.
Do you know what he'll do to you if he catches you?
Do you honestly think Miss Duke would name Bernard as her executor? He's going to get $5 million and another $500,000 a year to run the foundations. I don't know what to do. Maybe call the police.
And tell them what? That an old woman's dying, but she's under a doctor's care?
Bernard is killing her, and we both know it.
Will Miss Duke be having her usual breakfast this morning?
Miss Duke is not hungry.
She needs to eat.
Are you her doctor, Myra? If you are, please tell me so I can turn her care over to your capable hands. If not, then I strongly suggest you perform the duties for which you are handsomely paid, or leave.
I may not be her doctor, but neither is he.
Tell him that.
Help me!
Please, Miss Duke, if you'll just calm down.
Help me! He's killing me.
No one is trying to kill you.
Please help me get out of this, please!
What's going on in here?
Everything's under control, Mr. Lafferty.
Call this bloody control. If you're unable to do your job, Miss Payette.
I'm doing the best I can.
Excuse us.
Now. This has got to stop. Haven't I taken good care of you? Haven't I arranged around-the-clock care for you? Gone out of my way to make sure you're comfortable?
Why are you in such a hurry?
Agitated, combative. I think we need to make her more comfortable. She's not one to go gently to her end. I'll be expecting you. The medication the doctor is giving her is making her paranoid. He'll be by to change it. I'll answer the door when he comes.
As Allied soldiers, under the command of General Dwight Eisenhower, march triumphantly to the welcoming cheers of grateful Parisians. The famed City of Light once again breathes the air of freedom. By the thousands, men, women, and children celebrate their liberation with tears of joy, laughter, and the pop of champagne corks. The famous French bubbly sending a clear message to an anxious world. The Nazis are on the run.
Hi, Babs. Hello, darling. Mwah, mwah. Look at you.
Look at you.
What are you doing in Paris?
Escaping, darling. My last marriage.
Oh, I heard. You haven't changed a bit.
But you have. I am so proud of you.
Me? Why?
Honey, you've been gone too long. Back home, you're big news.
Oh, always was, unfortunately.
No, I'm talking about good news. Your articles for Harper's Bazaar, honey, they are fabulous.
Well, that's me, the working girl.
Doris, who's that?
Oh, God. That's Ruby.
Who?
Porfirio, Ruby Rosa.
I'm so
I interviewed him for a magazine article I was writing.
He's coming this way. Act like you don't notice.
Miss Duke.
Ruby, what a pleasant surprise.
Mr. Rubirosa, I'm Barbara Hutton, and I'm not shy.
Nor should you be, Miss Hutton. Pleasure. Miss Duke, I read the draft of the interviews that you sent me, and I must congratulate you. You are a very talented writer.
Well, thank you. You're a very talented subject.
May I call upon you at some respectable hour?
You could call on me at any hour, respectable or not.
Rico, Miss Hutton, you are a temptation. But you must forgive me. Miss Duke, you will be receiving my phone call. Ladies. Doris, please, a bottle of Don Perignon for the ladies.
Oui, monsieur.
I've got dibs when you're through with them.
Oh, please, I'm not the least bit interested. Where on earth is that waiter?
Of course not. Why on earth would you be interested in a handsome, suave, seductive man with a notorious reputation as a lover? I can't imagine.
Oh, I am so tired of reputations, and as far as men are concerned, I've got blinders on. Now, I can't think of anything that man could do to make me change my mind. I have to ask myself why I should get involved with a man like you.
Like me?
Yes, a gigolo, a womanizer, a man with a notoriously bad reputation.
I'm everything you say I am. And I'll tell you why you should get involved. Because, Doris, I can take you on a ride that you'll never forget.
So I've heard.
I place women on a pedestal, and I don't apologize for it. I worship women. And if you let me,
And then what?
close your eyes.
Oh, dear.
Close your eyes.
All right. You're not leaving the room, are you? Ruby? Oh. No.
Come with me. Come, stand
Where
up.
are we going?
Stand up.
Oh.
Stand up.
Where
are we going? What are you doing?
are you taking me?
Come with me. Back up.
Uh-huh.
Sit down. Girl, now, give me your hand. Open your eyes.
What is it?
Open it and find out.
Oh, my God, it's Shifa. Ruby, how did you know that?
Yeah, while you were busy researching me, I did a little hunting myself.
I can't believe it.
You like it?
I can't remember a time when a man gave me a present. Let alone took the time to find out
What's important to you? Tell me what's important to you.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before.
I'm asking.
I don't want to be hurt, Ruby.
Well, then you should run to your room, lock your door, and spend the rest of your life writing beautiful poetry about a life you've never lived.
Aside from being the son of a notorious dictator, in 1942, he married Daniel Derriere, the highest salaried movie star in France and a known Nazi sympathizer.
I can deal with her.
Your paramour, Doris, is being linked to political assassinations, jewel thefts, and the generosity of wealthy women who are happy to pay for his services, and I assume that includes you.
That was cruel.
I'm sorry. Then tell me why you're doing this.
Well, if you must know, it's because he's the first man who ever took the time to find out what interests me. He thinks I'm beautiful, and he tells me so. He loves me, and he makes me happy. And it's the first time I've ever felt that way in my entire life.
Well, there's no way I can talk you out of this.
No, there is not.
Very well. In the case of a divorce, Mr. Ruby Rosa will renounce any claim to the Duke fortune.
Clark.
In exchange for
No,
which
I would never ask him to sign that. He would never sign.
he may love you for all you're worth, Doris. But his perks are going to be limited.
Rumor has it you paid Danielle Derriere $1 million to get lost.
She actually asked for 5.
You're kidding.
Ask any woman he's ever slept with. He's worth it.
How much would you take to hand him over to me?
You don't have enough money, Babs.
Gosh, I forgot. You're richer than I am. Well, someone's got to be.
All right, time for the I do's. Oh, hello.
So we have you.
Et Catherine, comment va-t-elle? Hello. Oh, darling, I'll be right back. Gentlemen, have some champagne. Just because you're an OSS agent doesn't mean you can't enjoy my wedding.
Business before pleasure, Miss Duke. I have a prenuptial for your groom.
I told you he wasn't going to sign that.
I hope he does. Some of us at the OSS think we ought to just shoot him.
What?
Should anything happen to you while you were married, this ensures that none of your properties fall into his control.
Oh, this is absurd.
Your company, Duke Power, provides most of the electricity for a large part of the South. And that includes some of this country's largest military installations. Without this agreement, should you die, all that would come under Rubirosa's control.
Without this prenuptial, they're not going to let you marry the man.
Oh, right. You just don't hurt him, or any of his appendages.
Are those big men bullying you?
Nobody bullies Doris on her wedding day, Babs.
All we need is your signature, Ruby.
Go to hell.
Unless you sign this, you'll get there ahead of me.
Do you, Porfirio, take Doris to be your wedded wife? To love her, comfort her, honor her, keep her in sickness and in health, in prosperity and adversity, for better or worse, and forsaking all others, keep thee only unto her, so long as you both shall live.
I do. Chérie, pour vous. Voilà.
Can I open?
Oui.
Oh, my.
You like?
Oh, I love it.
I love you.
Oh.
The steps.
All right. 1, 2.
Okay, keep your eyes closed.
My eyes are closed. What are you
Your
doing?
hand.
Here's my hand.
Open.
She's beautiful.
Love it!
Bonjour, merci. Bonjour, merci. Bonjour, merci. Pardon. Take a nice ride in the country, right?
He's having an affair.
Plural, Babs. Already? It's an obsession with him, a compulsion, really. Anyway, it's over.
Honey, I'm so sorry.
You're not surprised?
No. Are you?
Oh, I've never been surprised by rejection. Some people are, I guess. But I learned at a very early age to expect it.
You need a quick fix, honey. You'll find someone else.
No, not this time. Ruby was different. You know, he took me out of myself. He came along and he said, close your eyes, and I did, and it was wonderful. For a while. But I lost myself along the way. It's too big a price to pay. No. No, Babs. I swear to you, I'll never close my eyes like that again.
Then can I have him?
I suppose you're going to hold me to the prenuptial agreement.
Well, let's see. I bought you the townhouse in Paris, the polo ponies, the B-52 bomber.
Don't forget the $1 million.
Oh, right, your allowance. What is it, Ruby? Why can't you stop yourself?
You knew what I was, Doris. I'm sorry.
Thank you. That'll be all.
No man will ever look at you and see anything but your father's money. The richest little girl in the world.
Miss Duke! Peter? Where's Bernard?
I don't know. Shopping. He's always shopping.
Get him on the phone!
What's wrong?
Get him!
Miss Duke? Miss Duke, it's Bernard. Please open the door. Miss Duke, you're hurting my feelings. You're saying you don't trust me.
Oh, God help us. How is she? Miss Duke is going to die tonight.
Is she in pain?
Not if I can help it.
I heard her ask to be taken to the hospital.
There's nothing they can do at the hospital that can't be done here. Our job is to keep Miss Duke as comfortable as possible during her last hours.
During her last hours.
Is that the doctor's prognosis, Mr. Lafferty? Or yours?
Careful, Peter.
The Duke residence. Just a moment. It's Miss Duke's lawyer. For you.
And sign here, Mr. Lafferty. Thank you. That's everything we need.
No one can contest this will.
Anyone can contest anything. I wouldn't worry, Mr. Lafferty. You're going to be a very rich man.
Blonde bomber across the ring misses. Being ready for the reverse heel kick, and blonde bomber's down. Here's the pin move.
Give it to him, Blondie.
An escape by the blonde bomber. Looks like Red got hurt. Red over to the corner. An eye jab from Red and blonde.
You rang, Miss Duke?
Didn't we wire Mr. Bromfield that the Dutch elms were dying and that we'd send a plane to bring him to Duke Farms?
We did, Miss Duke.
Well?
I'm afraid he doesn't want to come.
You made it clear he'd be paid.
You offered him, I believe it was $10,000.
Did he want more?
He said he doesn't want your money at all.
Have the plane standing by. I'll see Mr. Bromfield, even if he won't see me.
Who the hell are you?
Well, you know very well who I am.
Now go away.
Well, who do you think you're talking to?
A trespasser.
Well, I wired you I was coming.
I wired you right back. I told you not to come.
Well, I left before I got it.
Well, I'll give you a copy of it then.
Don't you think you're carrying this cranky old farmer thing too far?
I guess that leaves me nothing but rich bitch to come back with.
Well, there are those who might agree with you.
And there are those who might agree with you. Louis Bromfield.
Doris Duke.
Pretty scrappy for a broad.
Thank you.
Change out of that ridiculous outfit. I'll show you around. Farm should be able to support itself.
Financially?
No, ecologically. The difference between people like you
Like me?
and people like me is a simple respect for nature.
Well, I have great respect for nature. I've always had respect for
Your
nature.
Dutch elm trees are dying. Do you know why? I do. I know why everything here grows or doesn't grow. I know the nitrate level of every acre of this farm. When was the last time you plowed one of your acres?
I'll have you know the Duke Farms is one of the most beautiful farms in New Jersey, over 700 acres.
Of decoration. Let me see your hands. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, for a man who won the Pulitzer Prize writing romantic novels, you will never win a prize for dealing with humans.
Lady, I consider that a blessing.
Oh, John.
That's your turn. Just fill that right up and dump it in there.
Hope I don't make a mess of it.
Perfect. Perfect.
You ever heard of frozen vegetables? You plop them in water and they're done.
Shelling peas is good for the soul. The potatoes will be easier.
Are you kidding?
So tell me, what do you grow besides sick elm trees?
Orchids.
more decoration.
I grow them in memory of my father. He was the finest man I ever knew.
The Tobacco King.
Well, he was at one time. I haven't met many men I respect.
You attract who you are, Doris.
Do I attract you?
In spite of my better judgment. Yes. Nature learned how to be beautiful all by itself. Unlike man, it lives off its own natural creations, has its own laws, its own spirit. Left to its own devices, it does quite well. Very much like yourself.
Oh, come to Duke Farms with me.
I can't.
Of course you can. You'll stay with me, and you'll see my farm and criticize it. You'll like that.
Doris. Doris, whatever you're looking for, you're not going to find it in someone else. It's got to come from inside yourself.
I'm learning that. You said we attract who we are. Well, if that's true, then I'd say I've made quite a bit of progress.
There's something you should know.
You're married. Or worse.
Worse. How old was your father when he died?
67.
Well, I don't have that long.
You're sure?
One doesn't leave that kind of information to chance.
We'll talk to other doctors.
No, I'm through talking to doctors.
We'll talk to each other. Just the two of us.
You might be more than I can handle.
Oh, that'll be the day.
So this is Duke Farms. Oh, yeah, it's the American way. Cut down the mountains, fill in the swamp, build a castle, and fill it with crap.
Crap?
I don't have time to undo everything.
Who asked you to?
You did. I gotta sit down.
Marry me.
I wish I could.
Why can't you?
I won't be taken care of, Doris. I won't be kept. I've got a mortgage on my place. I won't have people thinking you paid it off.
Well, then I won't.
What's the point? I won't be around long enough to make it worth your while.
Doctors have been wrong before.
I'm a farmer. And I know when things are dying. I know when it's their time.
Pea soup. You like it? I made it myself.
Like hell you did.
Why do you have to be so stubborn?
Because it's my nature. You know how I feel about nature.
Yeah, you love it so much you sold the timber rights.
That's right, last week.
I know, I bought them.
You did.
Trees are going to stay just where they are, Louis. And the farm is going to be just as you planned it. Now, more soup.
I got a going away present
looking for you.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
But I am.
Louis.
You know those woods you love?
Yes?
Larkin's funeral home. We're here to pick up a body.
You'll have to wait. She's not dead yet.
What?
I said you'll have to wait.
Sir, usually when people call us, there's a body.
There will be, damn it. There will be.
Mr. Lafferty, there's a problem?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name?
Michael, sir. Michael McCarthy.
Yes, I'm sorry, Michael. There's been a delay.
A delay? You ordered a hearse, sir, not a taxi.
Tell you what. I'll ask Peter, our chef, to make you something nice, and figure there'll be a healthy tip for you and your partner, all right?
Yeah, I guess I'll be all right.
That's my boy.
Mr. Lafferty, we can't stay here all night.
What time is it? 11 o'clock? 12 o'clock? She was supposed to be dead by now. 12 o'clock at the latest. Welcome to the longest night in the history of the world. Well?
She's still alive, Mr. Lafferty, if that's what you're asking.
Please excuse us, Miss Payette. I'd like to be alone with Miss Duke.
What's your hurry? Can't you leave it for God to decide?
God is tired. God is very tired. It's time Miss Duke gave God a rest. Why are you hanging on, Doris? Let go.
I've already named her Arden. Please forgive me. I'm so very sorry.
so wish I could move like that.
It comes from inside. The spirit moves the hands.
Did it take you long to learn?
Oh, I'm still learning. Look at this. Here, let me show you. They say the wrist is supposed to lead. If you move it down, the wrist tells you first, and move up, and the wrist lets you know. That's right. That's beautiful. Beautiful hands.
Thank you.
I'm Shandy Hefner.
Shandy. That's a beautiful name. It's Harry Kushner, isn't it?
Yes. It means female energy personified.
I know.
Now, how did you know that?
Well, I spent a lot of time in Asia. You know who I am?
Of course.
Is that why you sat next to me?
Sure. Wouldn't you want to meet Doris Duke?
You're damn right I would. What are you looking for?
My mother asked me that when I changed my name to Shandy. What is it you want, is how she put it. I said, I want some inner peace, Mom. You know, I want to be happy to wake up in the morning. I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to learn. Just learn.
Yes, I understand. I was searching for something outside myself. That's why I went to India.
Oh, I dream of going back there. I wanted my life to be different, you know, different from the way that she had lived hers. And she agreed. She said from then on, my life would be greatly different, and then she cut off my trust button. Oh? Oh, so you think that's what I want?
Is it?
Why, Miss Duke, I do believe you have a suspicious nature.
I've had practice.
No. If it was the money I was after, all I'd have to do is go home and change my name back to Charlene. Haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Anyone ever take you to dinner?
Fabulous.
You know, when we were in class, I watched you. There was such sadness in your eyes. You're afraid of people.
Not really. I just don't trust them.
Aw. And you can never know what gifts they may have in store for you.
Do you believe in karma? I believe in reincarnation. Thought I once lived in the sea. I want to be buried at sea. Like my daughter.
Your daughter?
Mm-hmm. Her name was Arden. She died in childbirth. She'd be about your age now. After her death, I tried everything. I turned everywhere, always praying that one day Arden would become part of my life again.
God has surprises for us if we're just willing to believe. No.
Hello? No more meat. No more milk. No more cheese. It's all fat, okay? It all goes. Look at this fruit. Just cut it up and serve it.
You call this healthy?
Trust me.
I do, but it's also green.
You stay on this diet. Before you know it, you will feel 20 years younger.
Yeah, well, it turned into a head of lettuce.
Eat.
Yeah.
There's an incredibly spiritual place that I want you to see. It's very special to me.
I lived here for years. No heat, no electricity, no phone. Everything I ever wanted. I was just a boarder here, working for my meals. But I loved it. The owner died about 5 years ago. Oh.
It's wonderful.
This is where I found God.
Have you ever thought, when you met someone, that it wasn't for the first time?
Yes.
When I met you, I felt you had a sense of what I was thinking.
We're kindred souls.
More than kindred. I'm talking about real spirits. I'm talking about God.
Your daughter?
For 30 years, I've prayed she would come back to me. And now she has. Her name is Charlene Hefner, and I'm adopting her.
As what?
As my daughter. Draw up the papers, get the ball rolling.
Doris, unlike your first husband, unlike Rubirosa, you can't divorce your daughter. You can't sign a pre-adoption agreement. My God, the ramifications are endless. You know that once she is legally your daughter, you cannot reverse the adoption. Do you understand?
I have no interest in reversing the adoption.
Let me meet with her, talk to her, find out what she wants.
It's what I want, John.
What about your foundations, your charities?
Shandy, Charlene, has gone through my portfolio.
What?
Her brother-in-law's an investment banker, and he's made certain suggestions. First, I want out of tobacco entirely.
I'm not hearing this.
Shandy, who, like myself, is a lover of animals, has certain charities she would like to support. Here's the list. I thought you'd be happy for me, John. I thought you'd want what was best for me.
I do. That's why I can't let you do this.
Well, then I'll find someone who can.
I will, of course, as I have done in the past, do whatever you wish me to do. I will tell you now, Doris, and never mention it again, what you are doing is going to destroy you. I say this as your lawyer and your friend.
You all right?
A little nervous. Are you sure this is what you want to do?
Absolutely.
Miss Hefner, if you'll sign here, please. And Miss Duke?
In executing this document, you both have read it, and you're signing this document on your own free act and deed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Miss Doris Duke, Miss Charlene Duke, you are now mother and daughter.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yes.
Shopping can be fun.
How I spend my days.
Good afternoon, Miss Duke. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bernard Lafferty, your new butler.
My what?
Bernard.
Oh, Miss Shandy. Yes, allow me, please.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Who is this man?
Bernard Lafferty's a godsend.
I don't care who sent him. Who is he?
Our new butler.
Shandy, you can't go around hiring people off the streets. And what's more, we don't need a new butler.
You may not think so now, but once Bernard takes over and works his miracles, once this house starts running the way it should...
You should have talked to me first about this.
I know. I'm sorry. But I wanted to surprise you. You've given me so much.
You told a stranger.
No, he's not a stranger. I've known him for years. He used to work for my sister.
Well, then send him back to your sister.
He's had some tough breaks.
Like what?
Well, he had a bit of a drinking problem.
That's good news.
But it's behind him. Believe me, he can help us. When Bernard takes charge, it'll change your life.
Shandy? Shandy? What are you doing?
Sleeping.
But we were going to go riding this morning.
I'm so tired. Why don't you go?
We were going to go together.
Please.
Go back to sleep.
Ma'am?
Thank you, Bernard. Where's Shandy?
Oh, Miss Shandy left a little while ago. I was under the impression she was meeting you.
Oh, did she say that?
Well, actually, when I asked her if she could be contacted, she didn't reply.
What's this?
A proper lunch, if I may say so, ma'am.
Well, Shandy always prepares my meals. I'm on a strict diet, Bernard. Take this away.
Miss Duke, I'm sure Miss Shandy has your best interests at heart, but frankly, your diet is neither healthy nor...
This from a man whose idea of dinner is a bottle of Russian vodka.
We all have our weaknesses, ma'am. But as someone who cares about your well-being...
Shandy does as well.
Whatever you say, ma'am. Whatever you say.
Mother, what are you doing up? It's late.
It's been late for hours.
I'm sorry, I was talking to friends and I forgot the time.
Friends or friend?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I don't know where you go anymore, who you see, let alone what you talk about.
Mother, please.
I've been alone all night.
I'm sorry, but you can't expect me to just...
You're my daughter. If I want you at home, you will be at home.
You don't own me.
The hell I don't. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. I just thought we'd be spending a lot more time together.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow we'll spend the whole day together, just the two of us, okay?
I like that.
And tomorrow night, if you're up for it, we'll have a little picnic just by ourselves right out on the beach, all right?
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Okay, then. Good night.
Shandy said to eat without her, ma'am.
Shandy! Shandy! Bernard? Bernard! Bernard! Bernard!
What? Oh, Miss Duke.
What's this all about?
I'm very sorry, Miss Duke. This will never happen again.
I certainly hope not. I want those people off my property, Bernard, now.
But I was told by Miss Shandy.
I don't give a damn what anybody told you. I'm telling you.
But Miss Shandy said specifically I was not to leave.
Bernard, who are you working for, me or Miss Shandy?
Frankly, madam, it's difficult to say. Miss Shandy likes things her way, and so do you.
Get it straight. Only for me.
Yes, ma'am.
She's changed, Bernard, and I don't know why.
Miss Shandy's young.
I'm well aware of that.
And she dotes on you, you know.
She used to.
Well, sometimes the young share their gift of youth, Miss Duke, and in exchange for which they have certain expectations. The children, especially spoiled children, well, they grow to expect, how do I say it?
You already have. Well, what do you think?
Of what?
Of this, all of it.
What are you talking about?
This place. Don't you like it?
Of course I like it. I love it. I told you that, Mother.
Well, it belongs to you.
What?
See that paper over there on the post?
It's the deed.
Made out to Shandy Hefner Duke. 700 acres and 1 two-story house. It's my gift to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. When I finally found you, you didn't know where you were. You were out of it.
Oh, again.
Oh, I'm impressed, Bernard. You were a mess when I met you. Look at you.
Well, it was a bit of a bumpy road, Miss Shandy, not unlike yours.
Well, if our friends could see us now, huh? To Doris.
To Miss Duke.
Cheers. I had no idea she was going to buy me the ranch. If I'd have known that, I'd have showed her the whole damn island. How long have you been standing there?
You'll never know.
Go back to bed, Mother.
I think we need to talk.
Bernard, will you show Mother to her room, please?
How dare you? I know damn well where my room is.
How long was she there?
Long enough.
You're getting a little too chummy with Mother, Bernard. You should remember all I've done for you.
For me? Excuse me, Miss Shandy, but you brought me here to help you with Miss Duke, not to rescue me.
Well, whatever the reasons, I brought you here, and I can send you back. Good night. Whoever made the hideous coffee, don't do it again. If she asks where I am, just make something up.
Shandy?
It's Bernard, Miss Duke.
Where's Shandy?
She's gone for the day, ma'am.
What do you mean gone for the day? We had plans.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Duke, but perhaps I can be of service.
Where did she go?
Perhaps dance class.
She hasn't been to...
Well, anyway, it looked as if she was going out for a good time. Miss Duke, if I may be so bold...
Bernard, you sound like an 18th century footman.
I know it's not my place, ma'am.
Come on, spit it out.
Well, just because Miss Shandy isn't available doesn't mean you have to spend the day alone. I'm available.
For what? What's going on here?
If I may, Miss Duke, it's not their fault. The staff, most of them, have been saving food in their rooms.
We're hungry, ma'am.
Would someone tell me what the hell is going on? Bernard?
Miss Shandy has forbidden the eating of any meat, fish, or chicken by the staff.
We've all been placed on strict vegetarian diets.
We've had to sneak food into the house.
I never heard of such a thing. Why wasn't I informed?
Miss Shandy forbade any of us to talk about it.
Miss Shandy doesn't give the orders here. I do. You have my deep and sincerest apologies, all of you. Your diets have ended as of this moment.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
What is going on in this house?
Well, whatever it is, I'm on your side, ma'am.
Sweet, you named them all. Fishies. Shh, we don't want to wake the dead.
I'm very much alive. I think you should leave.
Mother, you remember James Burns. I've just hired him as my new bodyguard.
Bodyguard? What the hell do you need with a bodyguard?
I apologize for disturbing you, Miss Duke.
James?
I'm gonna leave so you two can talk.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
No.
I'll come back in the morning.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Don't you ever do that to me again.
Don't tell me how to behave. Who the hell do you think you are? If you're smart, you'll remember one thing. This is my house!
Getting a little careless, are we?
My God. You spend half your life lurking.
We all have our talents.
Go dive in a bottle.
I'm curious. How long do you think Miss Duke is going to put up with you? Until the old lady's dead and in her grave?
Excuse me. If it weren't for me, you'd be lying in a gutter somewhere.
Probably. But I'd still be looking down on you. Be careful, Shandy. She may find in me what she's always been looking for.
Oh, yeah. You're her wildest dream, Bernard. Do your job. And know your limitations.
Oh, I do. And that's where you'll fail. You don't know yours, and you greatly overestimate hers. By the way, you'd be amazed how much one can learn by simply lurking. Sleep well.
I do sleep well. And you want to know why? Because I'm her daughter. And I have the papers to prove it. What the hell have you got?
Ma'am?
Yeah. He's guarding her body, all right.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
How could she have changed so much?
Perhaps she didn't. Perhaps she was never what she claimed to be. She once claimed to be related to Mr. Hugh Hefner of Los Angeles. Actually, it's the Hefners of Maryland.
Maryland?
Maryland. It's a beautiful day, Miss Duke. Well, you've hardly touched your lunch, ma'am.
I'm not hungry.
Frankly, I'm not surprised. Miss Duke, I can't keep silent about this any longer. This is more than depression. You're just not yourself.
I don't know what you mean.
You used to be so active. You used to swim every morning, rain or shine. Now, you hardly get out of bed.
Maybe it's the diet. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I think it's more than just the diet. I think something else is going on here.
Like what?
I took the liberty of sending some of your things out for testing.
Things? What things? Testing for what?
Certain plates and glasses. They found traces of rat poison.
Rat poison? What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you what they discovered, ma'am.
My God. Get the plane ready. We're getting out of here.
Doris! Doris! Doris!
It's too late, darling.
Where are you going?
It's all over, Shandy. Everything.
What's he told you?
Bernard, as far as I know, he's told me the truth.
Oh, from him? He's an old drunk.
And what are you?
Your daughter.
Precious. Of all the things you are, being my daughter is not one of them. Now get out of the way.
Mother, please, whatever this is, I mean, we can work this out.
That, my dear, is an impossibility.
No, it's not. Just give me a chance.
How many chances do you need?
Just one more. I mean, whatever it is you think I've done, I am sorry. But I tried my best. I tried to be everything that you wanted me to be.
Everything but honest. It was like that from the beginning, wasn't it?
Mother, if you would just let me explain myself.
What do you want, Shandy?
I want you to stay.
Why?
Because I love you.
Oh. I wish you hadn't said that. You could have said anything and I might have believed you. I just wish you hadn't said that.
He's the one you should be afraid of, not me!
do you mean I can't? Of course I can. I put her in the will. I can take her out.
That's true, but that's not the will I'm talking about.
Well, what other will is there?
Her father's.
What has my father got to do with this?
In his will, he stipulated that certain funds would go to his living grandchildren.
He has no grandchildren.
Doris, are you all right?
Yes, what?
His grandchild.
He has no grandchild.
Yes, he does. As soon as you adopted Shandy, she became his grandchild and heir to his estate.
How much?
Close to $100 million.
Drag her through every court in the country.
You can do that.
She tried to poison me.
Your blood test came back negative. It's all in your head, Doris. She didn't do it.
She's a gold digger and a manipulator.
Miss Duke! Miss Duke!
Good morning.
What happened?
You had a slight stroke, Miss Duke.
Slight? I feel like I've been hit by a truck.
More like a powder puff.
I can't do it anymore.
Do what?
Any of it. I just want to die.
No. No, you mustn't say that.
Why not? It's proven to be true. All the people I wanted to let me just wanted my money. Mother said I'd end up just like her, and looks like I have.
No, you haven't. Because you have me.
Oh, Bernard.
Miss Duke, I've never had anything in my life. Never. Wherever I lived, I just worked there. All I had was 3 drawers and a dresser. When I went from house to house, I could carry my entire life in one bag. All I had was just myself. You, Miss Duke, you've had everything. Everything except yourself. Now, there's you and me. Maybe we finally found what we've both been looking for.
Oh.
Miss Duke? Miss Duke?
Where the hell is she?
Miss Duke is in the garden.
Well, how can she be in the garden? She just got home from the hospital yesterday.
Yesterday was 3 days ago, Mr. Lafferty. I believe they call it a blackout.
Miss Duke. This is a pleasant surprise, ma'am.
Poor Bernard. We thought we'd lost you.
I apologize.
Feeling better, are we?
Thank you, yes.
Can you, explain this to me? I'd so appreciate it.
Of course. But we've been all over this, Miss Duke.
I don't recall.
Well, when you were very ill, the staff had to be paid. The security guards, landscapers, Myra and Peter.
I know my staff, Bernard. And you?
Well, yes, of course.
This says you can sign checks? You can run a household.
Yes, ma'am.
Bernard, if I gave you the impression that I needed you to run my estate, I apologize. You have crossed a boundary here.
Miss Duke, excuse me, but you've not only needed my assistance, but you've asked for it, time and again. When you were in the hospital, I'm the one who held your hand and talked to the doctors, fed you, brushed your hair. Not as your butler, Miss Duke, but as your friend. You once told me that you needed a friend. Well, that's what I am. And if that's crossing a boundary, Miss Duke, it's one you asked me to cross.
Well,
Well, what?
how is she?
Well, considering Miss Duke is entering the springtime of her senility, I suppose she's doing just fine.
I'll go and see if I
You
can.
do no such thing.
Miss Duke may need something.
Whatever Miss Duke needs, I will supply.
You can't do everything. Nobody expects you to.
She does. And let me tell you something. I'm not about to let either one of you, or anyone else in this house, move in on my...
You're what?
Miss Duke feels safe with me.
She doesn't with me, is that what you're saying?
I've been Miss Duke's maid for over...
Her maid. I'm her companion.
Since when?
Since she needed one. And let me tell you something, all of you ladies, every last one of you, do us a favor. Die while you're beautiful. Die while you're wanted. For God's sake, die before you're old. Spare us your pathetic indignities. None of us wants to see them.
Now, Doris, you know I love you.
Daddy loves you.
Does Mommy love us?
You think you're your father's daughter?
Your father forbid me.
Promise me you'll never trust anyone.
morning, Mother. Oh, it's nice to see you in such a good mood, Mother.
I want a new roof.
The old one is perfectly fine.
It leaks. It's cold all the time. I'm cold.
You would be.
I want a new roof. Copper one.
If Daddy had wanted a copper roof on this house, he would have had one.
Don't want to hear about what Buck Duke did.
At least he loved me.
Your father. I could tell you something about your father.
I have no intention of listening to this anymore.
Don't you walk away from me, young lady. I'm not finished talking to you yet. George, come here. You know, I don't think Buck Duke was your father. He was too old, too sick. We almost never...
Stop it!
It's time I told you the truth.
Your truth.
Where did you get that blonde hair? Do you remember that Scandinavian butler who quit? I flew all the way to Minnesota just to bring him back here. That's who you look like.
You bitch. Have you ever thought about what you've done to me? All you and Daddy ever told me was that nobody would ever love me. All I was worth was my money. Do you have any idea how different my life would have been if you had just once told me that somebody might love me for who I was? Well, nothing you can ever say to me now matters. Buck Duke was my father, and Buck Duke will always be my father. And nothing you can ever say will change that.
Come back here!
Miss Duke? Jeffrey Lancer, your mother's attorney. She left you something in her will.
Me? But I assumed everything went to Walker's son.
Except $5 million to Duke Medical Center and this for you.
This?
Once. Don't mess, Mama. Your father's dead.
Why on earth would she leave you this?
Because she was a monstrous woman. I let that woman control my entire life. A selfish, bitter monster of a woman. And I know just what to do with this. Thank you. Thank you. What? Doctor.
One.
It'll kill you. But
What?
Money. It's a curse. You'll see. It'll kill you.
Miss Duke. Miss Duke.
She's gone, Mr. Lafferty. We'll need her attending physician for cause of death.
It will be taken care of, Miss Payette. You're not needed here, Myra.
I thought I'd give Miss Duke a sponge bath.
Peter, please escort Myra to the kitchen.
I should do her hair. Miss Duke doesn't look nice.
I will take care of all the necessary details. Miss Duke will be cremated.
Cremated?
Immediately.
She should have an autopsy, Mr. Lafferty.
There will be nothing of the kind.
What's your hurry?
That will be all.
Miss Duke wouldn't
I
want...
said that will be all. Which do you think she'd like? I want her to be happy.
Would you like me to get some of her jewelry, Mr. Lafferty?
No, diamonds don't burn. Call the mortuary.
Miss Duke didn't want to be cremated. She wanted to be fed to the sharks. Those are her
She was
very
afraid of
words.
fire. She wanted to be buried at sea. She wanted to be with her daughter.
You should check to make sure that you're giving her what she wanted. She was afraid of fire.
Miss Duke is ready.
Time of death?
4:48 a.m.
You don't have to wear that now.
Bye, Miss Duke.
Goodbye, miss.
Well, I didn't get my wish, but I so seldom did. It has to be assumed I was reduced to a pile of ashes to avoid any annoying post-mortem revelations. Poor Bernard. He never much enjoyed the fruit of all his scheming. 3 years later, Bernard's ashes joined mine, bobbing around the Pacific Ocean. He got the Duke curse along with the money. Upon his death, his entire estate was returned to the Duke Foundation for charity. Of course, Shandy is still around. Poorer than she hoped, but still $65 million richer than she deserved. And where am I? Well, it's kind of hard to describe it. My father and my daughter are here. and I'm at peace at last.
You are watching Movie Central's Heartland Road, a Chorus Entertainment Company.